Oh, now? Oh, welcome to On the Mat. I'm Billy Wack, and things are a little bit different here tonight in the studio. We have very special guests. Introduce ourselves, shall we?
Me, I'm D.T.A, DeAndre the Assassin.
And I am the lovely Kimberly Kash.
And we're all here as part of On the Mat. A very, very, very special evening tonight because we don't have Richard T. Sin. We don't have Trevor Blanchard. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Woo! There's no Trevor Blanchard. Yeah! I had so much material for Trevor Blanchard, but he's not here tonight. Oh, God. Kimberly Kash?
Yes.
Cash. The name is Cash, which means money. And I got to ask you, how much money would it take for you to go out with a guy like Trevor Blanchard?
He cannot afford me.
Wow. You heard it here
way.
first. Anyway, you're here. You're in full battle fatigues.
That's right.
What about it? What's going on with you? Where are you currently wrestling, and where are we going to see your wrestling stylings at?
Right now, I'm over at Windy City Pro Wrestling. That's kind of been my main stable for the time being. But right now, I'm starting to try out some different leagues, look around, and see what else is out there because I'm looking to broaden my horizon.
You're looking to conquer this territory. What is this? What do we have here?
Well, this is a trophy that I got while I was at Windy City. For the year 2006, I was voted the most popular wrestler in Windy City Pro Wrestling and the UAPW Wrestling.
So there was a vote, and they voted, and you got this.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. 2006.
2006, most popular, but look at the head on this thing. It looks like Calibus from Clash of the Titans. All he needs is that whatever, never mind. All right. All right, so what do we got here tonight? Well, let me tell you what we've got here tonight. Tonight, aside from our special guests, which I got to say, it's so much better to have somebody in here that's actually currently working in wrestling. And lovely and multi-talented Kimberly Kash. Match 1 is going to take us to lovely, scenic, and fragrant Stager, Illinois for Elite Pro Wrestling. And we're going to see Acid Jazz versus Sin versus Strychnine versus Brandon Tomaselli. And this match, correct me if I'm wrong, is for the Elite Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight title.
Wow.
And I do this meaning a belt because this has meant championship belt for as long as I can remember, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, without further ado, lady and gentlemen, let's go to the ring.
Let's watch.
Yeah, Nicholas H. jumping around. Let's go to the ring. And there we are in Elite Pro Wrestling.
Elite Pro Wrestling.
And you can see Strychnine stretching it out right there. It's very important that you stretch out before a match.
Definitely.
For reasons that I don't know. I don't wrestle.
Who's that he's going against?
That would be Sin.
Sin. Oh, okay. I've heard that name a couple of times out here.
Now, Kimberly Kash, you've had your eye on Strychnine, the Wisconsin
have.
homewrecker. You know why he's the Wisconsin homewrecker?
I did. I knew that.
He is because he wrecked a marriage in Wisconsin. Let's just say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know that I knew the details of that.
Well, let's just say you got to know who you're getting involved with. And it's absolutely silent in here. Nicholas H. is in the control room just shrugging. Strychnine out there jawing with the fans. I think he's going to leave. I think he's leaving.
He's just taking his time. He's resting. He needs to rest.
Strychnine, that's a very big dude there, man. You know, what fed did he come out of or train?
Well, he came out of the Lunatic Wrestling Federation.
Oh, okay.
Which, before the end of this show tonight, I have a major announcement about the Lunatic Wrestling Federation. You're going to hear it here first.
Strychnine is saying locking up there.
And,
look at him.
and referee Jimmy Strons, he is the human equivalent of a Monchichi.
All right, that's
Clothesline
Sin.
there.
This Sin is a strong guy, looks like.
He's a very powerful individual, and he doesn't speak that much. I
He's
realize
not.
I can't
I
speak
think
with
his manager usually speaks for him.
The Double M usually does
Yes.
all the talking.
Double M is pretty vocal.
And this is a tag team match?
No, this is a four-way.
A four-way
Four-way.
for the championship.
Correct. Looks like Brandon Tomaselli's thinking about getting in.
And right now, that's Acid Jazz. Getting in the ring, dancing and around.
Have you ever slugged it out with Acid Jazz?
You know what? Me and Acid Jazz have a very, very heated rivalry in Windy City. I mean, one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold any punches. So everything between us is very stiff. So I know that when he wrestles this guy here tonight, that it's going to be a very tough challenge for him. But Acid Jazz is no stranger to the ring. That's for sure.
And you can see the Double M Magnificent Mike just standing there at ringside. Who knows if he will interject himself into this match?
Brandon going for the pin.
And history will be made here as the first ever Elite Pro Wrestling champion will be decided.
The first ever. How long has this Fed been going?
Good Lord. I don't know, 5, 6. This is probably, I think, their 5th or 6th show.
Man, they have an excellent turnout, you know.
Yes, they do.
A lot of people come out to their shows all the time, I would assume, from the way it looks right now.
Maybe they heard Kimberly Kash was going to be in attendance.
Yes, they did. I'm sure that's why. What other reason would there be?
Acid Jazz with a headlock there. You know, like right now, I'm out here just scouting all these other wrestlers. Only wrestler I really know in there for sure, as far as in the ring working with, is Jazz. You know, it's nice to come out and look at some of the other wrestlers, see who I might be going against in the future.
See, now, and you've said you've tangled with Acid Jazz before. Now,
Yes.
now, honestly, who is currently getting the better of the rivalry? And you can be honest here. I mean, has he come up a few on you? I mean, how's it going?
You want to know it? Jazz has beaten me a lot of times. Unfortunately, I haven't got the W on him yet. You know, but one thing I will put out there is that he will get his time. He will be assassinated soon.
You're gonna kill him
In the ring,
Oh,
of course.
of course.
In the ring, of course, you know. But one thing I do like to see is when he's getting hurt. That's for sure. I like that. So I hope he loses. I hope he loses, man.
Looks like Brandon Tomaselli's got the crowd support going.
He gets a crowd support behind him, and then he just turns on him.
Does he? Whoa.
Brandon Tomaselli doesn't respect the crowd. 2 and whoa, almost a 3.
Yeah, that's a Jazz kicks out of there. It's like he's going for the tag right there. And that's
Tagged
Sin
in
once
Sin.
again.
Just tagged in Sin, correct?
Yeah.
And Strychnine bailing out. He wants no part of Sin.
He's taking a break again. The man is entitled to a break.
No, you take your break before the match, Kimberly Kash. You take the break after the match, but when you're out there, you're focused on wrestling.
He is focused. He's just taking a little time out. Just a small time out. That's all he needs. Gather his thoughts.
And speaking of timeouts, boy, is it great that Trevor Blanchard has taken a timeout from this week here at On the Mat. I got to tell you.
Threw him right into that ring post.
You can't get disqualified from running into the ring, that's for sure.
Looks like they're trading punches.
I wish Trevor would call in, and maybe we could, like, put him over the phone, like, into the mic to do some commentary. Well, I've wrestled I've wrestled in an ECW ring, or I mean, I swept up around an ECW ring. I've got some friends that know some guys that could maybe get me backstage. And Brandon Tomaselli. Oh, I don't care. I hope you're watching, Trevor. I hope you're watching.
Oh, he will be, I'm sure.
No, he won't. He's not on it. He doesn't care.
Okay, 1, 2.
And you can see Double M a little upset at that slow count.
What is is that with refs? They always seem to count really slow. It's like they don't know how to get quite to 3.
Well, a guy kicks out. You only count to 2 if a man's shoulders go. And we need to get those gentlemen to sit down in the back. Those guys stand up for the entire show along the back there. It's kind of unnerving.
Sam looks like he's frustrated there with the ref's slow count.
Nicholas H. never administers a slow count, does he? He's always on top of his game.
Yeah, there will be no Nicholas H. on here tonight either. So
Really? Oh, my God.
2 weeks in a row.
This is like a ghost show. No Richard T. Sin. No Trevor. No Nicholas H. Good Lord.
On tape, Daddy.
Oh, okay. And Sin taking his time getting back in there. He is now the legal man. Along with Acid Jazz. And look at all the media on the outside of the ring. Yeah. Everybody's filming. This is a big deal.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of camera people out there. They're just talking it out right now.
Maybe there's some fear there. Maybe they're afraid.
Looks like they don't even want to fight each other, but once again, there it goes.
Whoa!
Oh. God, that looked like it hurt.
Acid Jazz out of nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah, I know how that feels. Sam must be a strong guy because Jazz has beaten me with that particular move there.
Oh, he catches him.
Flying crossbody.
What's he going to do with him? Oh, Strychnine with a drop kick.
There we go. Oh, and Sin is eliminated.
Sin's eliminated, but it took 3 guys to do it.
Sin has been eliminated.
He doesn't seem too happy about being eliminated either.
He does
He
not.
looks quite angry.
Wow.
Well,
It's a little bizarre.
Sin seemed like he was clearly the favorite.
Looks like Brandon Tomaselli is clearly laughing at Sin, too.
Well, see, he's glad. This is good strategy because now there's only 2 men that Brandon Tomaselli has to contend with.
Looks like Strychnine just got thrown out of the ring. And Brandon has tagged himself in.
Jazz with the acid trip. And he just reversed it. Brandon Tomaselli. Looks like.
What's he going to do with him? Acid Jazz is all over them.
Whoa!
And out of the ring he goes.
He throws him on Strychnine. Oh my God!
And Acid interferes.
Wow, the human highlight reel, Mike Nolan, making his presence felt, the owner of EPW.
And he clocked that down, man. Oh yeah, he's gonna have a headache for. He is out. He is out.
He definitely is out.
Brandon Tomaselli is unconscious. And what's going to happen? Acid Jazz rolling in there.
Oh,
2, 3. What? No.
whoa!
Oh, 3. It was 3.
It was 3.
Oh, okay. Acid Jazz just capitalized on that. So
We now just have 2 competitors left, Strychnine and Acid Jazz.
One of these guys is going to be the new Elite Pro Champion.
Wow, that is something.
Now, Kimberly Kash, I see Strychnine is choking Acid Jazz. Do you condone these actions?
You know, I see nothing wrong with that. What would be wrong with choking? I mean,
Well, it's illegal, for God's sake.
The question is,
you know,
is he
define
choking
legal.
or is he just grabbing him by the neck? Would that be it?
What's that?
He said, is he choking him or he's just grabbing him by the neck?
Well, he was. I think it was a choke.
As the Jazz kicks out again.
Nothing wrong with a little innovation.
Innovation.
Yes.
Strychnine choking him again.
I mean, but okay, so choking is illegal, but I mean, what if we were to just pull out a gun and point it at Acid Jazz and say, lay down, I'm going to stand on top of you for 3 seconds and become the new champion? Would you condone those actions?
That's a hard one.
See, now that's
that is a
illegal,
hard-
as is choking.
That might be pushing the cheating line just a little bit. That might be a little bit illegal.
Whoa, that's a jazz.
1, 2. There's no secret who I'm voting for to win this match. Look at this. Again, 1 leg drop. 2.
Oh.
Acid
Look at the breakdancing.
He's breakdancing in the ring. Who breakdances in the ring?
Obviously, Acid
A
Jazz.
little bit. That's a little bit cocky, if you ask me.
Getting that momentum up, getting the crowd behind him
That
with
seems
those.
quite cocky.
I wanted to see some popping and locking, perhaps the King Tut, but
Looks
no.
like oh, look, it's the lovely Kimberly Kash coming out.
Who's she?
Oh.
Okay, now what are you doing here? What you're talking to? You're probably getting Jimmy Strong's hot garlic breath in your face. Is what's going on?
Exactly.
That's a jazz.
You know, I saw a great talent in the ring, and I decided to come out and
Who, Jimmy?
get a closer look. No, Strychnine, of course.
Oh!
That was
What was
dirty.
that?
Congratulations, God.
That was hard.
Good Lord, Kimberly Kash, you're despicable.
Oh.
There we go. 1, 2, and 3. And we have our new
The winner of the match
champion.
and new Elite Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion,
Strychnine.
Strychnine is the new Elite Pro champion.
Wow.
He didn't do all by
Thanks to
himself.
you.
Kimberly Kash, the manager of champions.
Making the cash.
Making the cash.
Exactly. You know, I wanted a good investment, and I definitely believe I found one in Strychnine. Nobody's taken that title from him.
Wow, that is truly something.
Kimberly Kash, I saw the vicious can we say nut shot? Well, it was a nut shot.
Low blow.
KNUT shot. It was vicious. And now Strychnine is a champion because of that.
He was saying nasty things to me. You guys wouldn't believe the things he was saying.
Wait,
I
that's a
had
jazz?
to.
That's a
yes.
jazz?
Really?
Of course.
You know
Why
what?
why
I
else
believe
would I
you, too.
interfere and do something like
believe
that?
you.
All right. Well, I
Exactly.
guess.
You saw him
I
jawing
don't
with
hear
me.
anything, but-
Well, Acid Jazz, you should watch your mouth.
Exactly.
Man, see what happens? I believe her. Anyway, we are joined here by Communist Daycare. He's been all over the Chicago wrestling
All over
boards.
the place.
Tell us about it. What are you doing here tonight?
I just came in here to help Nick H out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you saw that we had that we had a void here with no Trevor Blanchard. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So what's going on in internet land? What's hot on the boards?
Just everyone just being themselves.
Just being themselves. Well, hey,
Basically.
what was it? Just a couple weeks ago? Was that charity show?
Yes, the Fighting for the Cure.
Fighting for the Cure. Fighting for the Cure. A noble cause. But don't think that just because you're running a show for charity, you've fallen underneath my radar. Hey, from what I heard, the show didn't draw too well. So you know what that means? That means you've got to promote better. There's a lot of people that are out there that are just running shows because it's a charity thing, and they think there won't be any backlash. But you know what? You have to promote from top to bottom. You have to put on a good show.
Yes, you're right.
And just because, like I said, just because it's for charity doesn't mean that, like, if it craps out on you, that, you know, that, well, geez, it was for charity and I did a good thing. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? You were fighting for the cure. Did you cure cancer? Did you even draw 100 people? No, knock it off. No more shows for you. Back to hell, mister. Anyway.
Isn't that a little bit harsh?
No, it's not harsh.
If you saw the show, you would know. That's not harsh. That's being a little bit forgiving, I should say.
Everybody,
Wow.
anybody
see
that can
the
get
show.
their hands on a wrestling ring thinks that they can be a wrestling promoter. Hey, when the Lunatic Wrestling Federation first started, we got knocked on and we didn't understand, but we were wildly
it
successful
is.
for a time. But this was no good.
It is very
I
difficult
digress.
to run a show. That is for sure. It's very difficult. You just can't go out there, set up stuff in the backyard, and pray and hope that people will come to a show.
It used to be setting stuff up in the backyard. Now you can get a ring and set it up in some auditorium or something like that, and then you think you're a promoter. You get to put on a suit jacket for an afternoon and walk around and tell wrestlers, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen.
Well,
but you know what? If the show's crap, it's crap, and you're a crap promoter if the show's crap. Don't bother.
And you just need a good mind, you know, to help book and help promote it.
Yes.
Like with the Children's Memorial Show we had in November.
That was a good
That was
charity
a great show. And honestly,
Promotion is
if it wasn't for somebody like Joey Eastman, that show wouldn't have been nearly as good. And he helped out a lot.
There was good talent. The crowd was good. Everybody was into
Yeah,
it.
there was-
The Iron Sheik was there. It was great.
It was a great crowd.
was a
Very
good-
hot
good
all
time.
night. Great.
And the
action.
moral of the story is if you're going to run a show for charity, then you can hope to make some money, and then you can give the money to charity. But like I said, if you don't make money, then your best intentions are just, they've fallen on deaf ears. So, hey, what do we got next? What do we have? Normally, I'm not the guy that like reads the sheet. Normally, it's Richard T. Sin. So watch me fumble through this. Actually, I'll do it all Trevor style. Coming up, we've got, it looks like, Windy City, D.T.A. versus Old School Brawler.
The Old School Brawler.
Agent Walsh?
Yes.
Agent
yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So this is you. You're in action.
Yes, that's me in action.
So now you're looking to get work. You're looking to get to work for some promotions. Now all the other promotions can be scouting you right here tonight on the mat.
Yes, that is right. That is right. Definitely looking to start putting myself out there and making myself a little bit more available now.
Now, how long have you been in the business?
I've been wrestling for 6 years now under Windy City.
Wow.
Under Windy City
long
Pro
time.
Wrestling.
If
yes.
you could, let's see. If you could wrestle anyone in, these are like all Trevor style questions. 'Cause I don't have my A game apparently. I was thrown off by him not being here. If you, and I've already devoted so much time to Trevor, and he's not even here. I'm sorry. I apologize to you guys. If you could wrestle someone in WWE, who would it be? Who is somebody you've over the years
over the years
watched? Anybody from any time frame?
it would be The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Yeah, I would want to wrestle The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Probably get killed.
Well,
But then again, maybe not.
Kimberly Kash. If you were to be in the WWE, what would you want to do there? What would your ultimate job be? Would you want to manage somebody? Would you want to enter into competition? What would you
Oh,
want
I
to do?
would definitely want to go for the women's title.
Really?
Most definitely.
Wow.
They could use some competition too.
They
Yes, they could. They definitely need some more women wrestlers there.
They do. Well, they need decent women wrestlers. You've got that
Yes.
Mickey James. You've got that Victoria. Molly Holly was always a perennial favorite. What, Nick? What?
What?
I see you're gesturing around.
One
now.
at a time.
Oh, it's about. Oh, I don't know what this was, but I'm
match
making
time.
this move. All right. Anyway, hey. Looks like we're going to go to the ring now for D.T.A. versus Old School Brawler Agent Walsh.
See, the best thing about this particular match, or the one thing that I really loved about this match, is that it was in my hometown, over there in Maywood.
Maywood?
Yes.
Maywood native, D.T.A.
Yes. You see that guy right there, Ivan Manson?
Mm-hmm.
See, he had something, well, he had something at the time that I wanted very bad, which would be the Bare Knuckles title. You know, but in order for me to get to him, I had to go through Walsh.
Agent Walsh, that is.
Agent Walsh, the Old School Brawler.
He's the Old School Brawler, but he's Agent. Now, is this a name, or has he come up through some kind of special forces or something? What is this? What is Agent Walsh?
Well, Agent Walsh.
And if you beat him, is he demoted to Private Walsh?
Well, one thing about Agent Walsh, I mean, don't let him fool you, man. You know, he's been wrestling for 10 years now over at Windy City.
What?
Yes.
Sorry, Agent Walsh, I've never heard of you. 10 years?
He's been wrestling
That is
for 10 years.
a decade of destruction. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Ivan Manson attacking you from behind.
Yes, he is.
Now, is this legal?
Just until the bell rings. You know. But don't worry, sooner or later I'm going to get my hands on Ivan, and I'm going to take his belt too.
I want to see you get your hands on Agent Walsh. Is he wearing a necktie and a t-shirt?
Yes, he is.
Well, no wonder he's not made it past Agent.
Guess maybe past agent, you get some sleeves.
Right, yeah. Mr. Walsh, could you come into my office, please? Today's your lucky day. We've got some sleeves.
Yeah, that was a tough match, man.
He's got a ladder.
Yes, he does.
What's going on here?
Oh, my God. Whoa!
Oh,
That could not have felt good.
No, it did not.
that looks very painful.
No, it did not feel good at all. Now, one thing that was kind of crazy is that I had a couple of friends, a couple of family members out there watching that, and you can see Walsh just kicking the crap out of me for the beginning part of this match. I mean,
Now, I got to say, I love the look. I love the mask. What does it symbolize? What does it represent? What about it? What's with the mask?
well, actually, I had a dream about it. You know, the whole look when I first started wrestling. You know, I've always liked the dark look, and dark or goth in a sense look, and it just came to me in a dream. And when I had that dream, I remember Vince McMahon was in that dream, and he looked at me and he said, "I like this. This can work.
I like this.
I like this. Go out there and wrestle." You know, and I saw myself, and that's what I put together. You know,
And so WWE would be your ultimate goal.
of course. You know,
Whoa!
yeah, that's ladders don't move. You know, the best thing about it is I'm working with Sam. You know, he actually asked me that question the other day.
Oh.
He was saying, "How much are you willing to sacrifice to actually make it to that next level or go to that next level?" Because a lot of people wrestle, you know, probably haven't been asked that question. You know, like, are you willing to go out and work in other feds and go from state to state, sleep in your car? You know, some of the things that
so
he
was
did.
Sam suggesting that you go work other feds?
Well, you know, he put it out there, of course, you know, but not in his territory,
Right.
not in the territory, you know. But you know, he did put that question to me, myself, and as well as some other wrestlers, and it worked. It worked for some guys. Some guys choose to stay at Windy City. Some guys eventually start to move on, like a Christopher Daniels, like a Steve Boz, who works everywhere, Acid Jazz, you know, and hopefully I'll be one of the next ones to move up that ladder, you know. Hopefully, maybe one day you'll be able to see me in WWE, like we see CM Punk from the NWF.
Wow. Whoa. Well, again, you've got a great look. I love the character, and I'm more confused now about this Agent Walsh. I want to know more about Agent Walsh, like where he's from, what makes him tick.
Well, like I said, Walsh has been around for a while, man. You know, he's been doing his thing. You know, especially at Windy City.
That seemed kind of like a slow count there, too.
I'm telling you, refs, they cannot count.
Especially that Nick H.
Yes, Nicholas H. I heard really can't count.
No, it's true. You know, and a little aside to that is, we did our 250th show like a few weeks back, and there was absolutely no fanfare for it at all. Like none. Like we just did it, and I didn't even know it was a 250. And it's like a couple weeks later, this is show 257 or whatever, and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to 250? Like it should have been a big deal, and he just didn't even realize it. Nick just doesn't even pay attention. Oh, now he's looking. Oh, nothing. Back in the control room. The tape started eating itself. You missed it. Look at him. He's all freaked out now. What? Nicholas H., ladies and gentlemen. Our steadfast producer.
Looks like
here
some
on
revenge with the ladder here.
Oh yeah, you got to get some of that back.
Oh, man!
And you can feel those
One more
vibrations.
time. There we go.
He is going to feel that in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
No, this looks dangerous. Oh!
And it's a good thing Agent Walsh wasn't eating any of the indie food sold by Windy City. Otherwise, we'd see hot dogs and nachos spewing out at Camber 2.
I wonder how good Windy City's hot dogs are.
Oh, indie dogs are good across the board.
Yes, they
yeah.
are. I think there was even a discussion on that on the Chicago Pro Boards, too.
Really?
About who has the best indie hot dogs. And I don't remember who won, but I think it was IWA, actually. They have excellent hot dogs.
Well, they're made of ex-workers, from what I heard.
Well, that's a lot of workers, too.
Walsh, that's a big boy, that's for sure.
Looks like he's wanting to call a timeout now.
Oh yeah.
So this match is a #1 contenders match for the bare knuckle?
No, they were saying they were saying that the only way that I can actually fight Ivan Manson was if I beat Walsh.
I see.
You know.
Whoa.
And that's Stud Muffin right there.
Stud Muffin, he's still around.
Oh yeah, he's still doing his
Doesn't
thing.
look like too much of a stud muffin.
Kind of looks like an Elvis promoter you see like in Kenosha, Wisconsin or something.
Yeah, Stud Muffin has been around for a long time, you know. Walsh, Stud, and Ivan Manson, they got a group now called The Faction, and they're just wrecking shop, that's for sure.
Stud Muffin has been around for a long time. I think he actually managed...
Robbie Dalgo.
No. I'm going back farther. I'm thinking Abel in Kane versus Abel. I think he was actually in Abel's corner.
Oh, man. That was pretty funny. But, like I said, they've been doing their thing for a while now.
Whoa.
Oh. 1, 2.
And how old is this ref? This ref looks like he's like 16 years of age.
Well, he's a new ref. That's something that's
whoa.
Oh, he's gonna pay for that. Don't worry about it.
According to Joey Eastman, you only need to be 9 to get into the wrestling.
Oh, is that so?
There was a question posted on the board for how old do you need to be a wrestler? So anywhere from 9 to...
I believe that was the same person that asked about indie wrestlers like shoot jobs.
Yeah, T1 or something.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Look at the stop sign.
Yeah, they were bringing it in. They was just planning on putting me to work there.
And how long ago was this? How long did this take place?
This was last year. This was last year, early last year. Let's say about January. It was actually one of the last shows that we did in Maywood. We actually have a pretty good relationship with that particular park facility. We do a lot of events there. As far as a lot of things that people don't know about Windy City is that we do parades. I mean, we go to the schools, talk to the kids, which I believe is one of the things that kept the school open for so long, which kept Windy City in business, you know. Even last year, we walked the Bud Billigan parade, so it was real cool. I think maintaining a good relationship with the people that you entertain is key.
A big elbow, and this could be it for Agent Walsh.
It was it.
That's
it.
He's been assassinated.
Wow.
I would have torn that tie off.
Oh no, I'm about to put a stop to him.
Assassinated once again.